Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
And incomplete to open things up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost him.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the option play now to the left. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ajabo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 14-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
It's awfully tough for a rookie to lead his team in sacks, but Azeez Ojulari did it as a 2nd rounder for the New York Giants last season. He had 8 of them and played a lot like the 1st rounder many analysts thought he would have been.
To try again after the sack. Jackson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
The Giants at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The
offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And they'll begin by running the option.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now Jackson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards to pick up, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to find Barkley on the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. They'll start with the option, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, Jackson will keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And
This is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I tell you, you run for 100 yards as a running back, you've had a great game. But when you do it as a quarterback, that's something else altogether. And that last run puts him right at the century mark.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball. The defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and then taken away.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's going to go up top again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yes, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Jackson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Business real knows it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down.